Hi everyone, my name is Julia and I have been a student of Jacinta's for the past few years. I was asked by Jacinta to speak to the topic of this workshop, overcoming fears. One of the reasons I met Jacinta is because of how scared and unsure I was of what was happening to me. So like Jacinta, I'm an empath. This means that I feel people's emotional states and physical states in my own body, almost as if they were happening to me, but they're not. But this is not something I knew about. And so I would have all these instances that were unexplainable. For example, I would wake up in the middle of the night feeling as though someone was stabbing me in the stomach with a knife, but I was alone in my room with no one else there. Or I would be in the center of a big crowd and I would suddenly faint from the sheer amount of input I was receiving. And so as soon as they pulled me out of the crowd, I was fine, but no one had any explanation for why that was happening. And so I was scared to talk about what was happening to me. And that was when I found Jacinta. Jacinta helped guide me to understand what was happening and what my gifts were. She gave me the tools I needed to protect myself so I wouldn't feel fear leaving the house and interacting with other people. But this was just the start of the journey to overcoming my fears. I was still scared to talk about what I felt with others who were not like me and to embrace what I felt and what I was picking up on. I had all these doubts about my gifts and the value I could bring to others by using them. I was even scared to admit to myself what I was feeling. With Jacinta's guidance and wisdom, I was able to reflect on how I viewed myself and let go of my doubts. I realized that my fears were based on things that I had no control over, things that were external to me. I used to worry a lot about how people saw me and about how things would turn out if I were to share my experiences and speak my truth. But now I know that the only thing I can control is how I see and feel about myself, how I talk to and guide myself. Once I was able to embrace my gifts without shame or negativity, all of my worries and fears began to fall away. I am much more confident now in who I am and what I feel. I am more aligned with myself than ever before, and it is because of this that I can release the fears and the worries which are not relevant to my life. Because of that, I've been able to use my gifts to help those around me. Not only has Jacinta guided me to overcome my own fears, but she's helping me to bring that same healing to those around me. It has been a long process. The time commitment to go through the 12 modules and all the practicing within is quite lengthy, and even more than that, it has been a very significant financial commitment. However, the work I've done with Jacinta has been invaluable to my life. I'm now able to move through the world with a newfound strength. The parts of myself that I used to view as a hindrance have become gifts which I embrace with my whole self. I'm very grateful to Jacinta for her help on my journey, and I hope you are all open to taking advantage of the wisdom and the guidance that she's offering to you in these sessions. Thank you very much.